So guys, in this video, I'm going to install PrimeNG component library into our Angular project. So how to do is, first you need to open your browser and search it primeng.org, and you can land it to this page, that is PrimeNG. So this is the official documentation. Once you land it to this page, you can able to see. And how to install is basically, let me quickly install. You can able to see here get started, and in the installations page you can able to see the download, and you can able to see this npm. And what you need to do is, first you need to copy this command npm install primeng and go to your Angular project. So basically my Angular project is placed in the basic Angular. So basically it's inside learn Angular, basic Angular. So what I'm doing is, I'm pasting this copied command to here. So what happening is, if you go to Angular, if you go to package.json here, now the PrimeNG is installing basically. So once it get installed, okay, something went wrong here. While solving Angular project, so it's not installing the versions. Latest version is I'm using 16.5.1. okay, let me install forcefully. Okay, I think now it's get installed. Not yet. Okay, PrimeNG, I can able to see the PrimeNG version 14.2.14 is get installed in my Angular project. So again you can see it's installed successfully with the warning. Forgot about the warning, we basically not caring about the warnings right? Now after that, what you need to do is, you need to set the themes. So in the PrimeNG, the official Angular JSON, you need to add these style in the Angular JSON. That's why I already told you, if you have not watched that video, check it out, that video first. So style array, you need to mention these PrimeNG min CSS and the theme file, right? So let me add that here in the style. Let's open this Angular JSON. Where it Angular JSON here. In this style, you need to mention, you need to add these two lines here. So what is these two lines? Lara light blue theme CSS and the PrimeNG min CSS. Likewise in the testing, so if you do the testing array also, testing object also has this style. So you need to add the same line of lines inside this array too. So once it's done, save it and open your style CSS or SCSS. Go to style SCSS where it was. It's a root style SCSS if you want. Basically it's a global one, right? So import here. Once it's done, that's pretty much you want to do here, right? So now let's up and run our Angular project. Okay, now it's up and running. Let's see any difference here. We cannot see any difference now, but in the root we can able to see theme files, right? So theme CSS there, and the root surface, everything's appended here, but we not use any component yet here. Anyway, make some a little bit styling for this project, right? So to do that, let's go to our app component HTML, comment this for the moment and put it on below, put it this in the bottom because we don't require it at the moment. So now what I'm doing is, basically it's a div, and inside we have the header and the another div we have for the route outlet, right? So if you want a footer, we can add that footer as well, but at the moment we not require the footer here. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to add a class. So okay, we need to install the PrimeFlex CSS as well, because we are using these classes for our entire project. So because we don't need to write the CSS anymore, we can pick these CSS from here, basically classes from here, and just copy and paste it to our project. So that's the thing we are going to do, because we are not like to work hard, because we are like to work smart. So install that as well. So let's open the package.json and it's get installed. Once this dependency is get installed, what happened is it appeared in the okay, not sure why it is again. Let me clear these and install forcefully. Okay, now PrimeFlex is installed, that is version 3.3.1, and what I'm doing is I'm adding the padding. First add the background color, I think. Yeah, that's better. First add the background color. Let's add BG primary here. So let's go to our app component HTML and BG primary. Now if I go to our Angular application, you can be able to see the color. Okay, what is the error here? Okay, it's not up and running right now, so we need to up and run before do anything, right? Basically this is, I'm forgetting multiple time after installing the dependencies. You know what, that's normally happening stuff. Okay, now it's up and running. Now if I refresh, okay, why it is not appearing here? BG primary is not appearing. Why it is? Actually it should appear. Okay, am I miss anything here when you do the setup? Look at this. That's the reason you always need to refer the documentation. After installing, you may include the library by importing node module. So we forget to add this PrimeFlex CSS. That is the issue. Okay, let me cancel this, or let me stop the environment, and let's open the AngularJSON and add this line to here. It's node PrimeFlex, and the same line we need to add here as well. Once it's done, what we need to do is we just need to up and run. That's pretty much what we need to do here. Okay, let me up and run right now. Okay, it's up and running now. Now you can able to see this one, the color is there, but in the HTML having some paddings, we need to remove the margins and the padding here. The padding 0, margin 0. We need to do the same thing in the body as well. 0, margin 0. Then it's get added like this. So where we can add this is in the HTML, in the style CSS, HTML, and the body, it should be margin 0 and the padding is 0. You can do the same thing in the where in using the classes help as well, but I just overriding from these statuses, right? So if I want to add the padding, how we can add? So go to PrimeFlex and you can find the padding here, where it was padding. Look at this spacing, padding. So in the padding I'm going to add P2. I think P2 is enough. Padding 2. So just want to add the classes here, then I don't need to write any code. That's the reason I'm using the PrimeFlex, right? So if you want to add more, that is up to you, that is your choice. But if you want to add more padding, you can do like this, P3, like this. It's showing like that, right? So now let me update this header, learn Angular with Rahi, right? Now we have a bit of style, and here I'm using P3, right? So now we have a basic style, what we can say, styling. So this is how we can install PrimeNG. Okay, let's add one component. It's a button component. Let's add the button component here into our project. So how to do that is find out the button component here. So button, where it was. Okay, this is a button. So we have a button module. So if we want to add the button into our Angular project, we always need to import this button module. So copy this button import module and go to your app module here and put it on the app module and import in the import array. So now it's ready to use this button module here. So after that, what I'm doing is I'm just copy these element like submit button, p button, or you can use this as well, directive as well. I'm going to use this directive one, then we don't get confused. So I'm adding here. Here I'm adding button, the directive p button. The p ripple is basically the ripple effect. Remove, actually keep it as it is. Label is basically submit and class is b button success. So now you can able to see, voila, button is available here. But here you are using latest version of PrimeNG with the invalid license. You may either switch back to latest version, purchase license, add Prime store. Okay. So basically I'm using the latest version. That's the reason it's showing this Prime latest version need to purchase the license, because I'm using the latest version without knowing that, right? So let me downgrade then. So how to do that is npm package. First you need to go to npm package and find out PrimeNG. Open the PrimeNG, right? So latest version I'm using here. So instead of that, what I'm doing is I'm picking this, going to this version, and instead of that I'm going to use 16 3.1, the latest. I think it's go with 16 2.0. Let's install this one. So before that let's open the package JSON and see if any changes are happening here. So stop your local development up and running server and uninstall first this PrimeNG. npm uninstall PrimeNG right? Now it get uninstalled the PrimeNG. It's get removed. Now what I'm doing is I'm installing PrimeNG version 6.16.2.0. So let's install that now. Okay, it get installed, and let me clear the consoles and all, and up and running once again our local development environment. So this is the reason why, guys, you need to practically do something, and then you will get some errors. You can know how to resolve these things. So this is I am resolving because based on my experience, because I worked on Angular many years, so that's the reason I am resolving very quickly, right? So if you're stuck somewhere, no problem, just put it below in the comment section. I'm ready to help you. So right now you can able to see the button is visible here, right? You can able to see the button. So we can see the button here. So successfully we add the button here. So likewise, if you want to add many components, like if you want to add a different component, autocomplete, calendar, or any other components to your Angular project, you can able to import simply the module, and you can use it, the element, like which is mentioned in the document. So always follow the official documentation, so it will reduce the time of debugging after if you face some issues. So that's the reason you always need to refer the official documentation, and then it's very easy you to develop any kind of application. Then you have a clear idea of what are the things you need to import before using that particular component, right? In this video, we learn how to install PrimeNG into your project as a component library, and how to install PrimeFlex for the rest of the layout workings. So these two dependencies we install into our Angular project. Now you know how to install this PrimeNG into your project, right? So that's pretty much in this video.